So here are 6 dark psychological manipulation tricks that actually work. Psychological manipulation is a type of social influence that is designed to change the perception or behavior of others through deceptive, abusive, or underhanded tactics. And although I'm not a huge advocate of someone using these manipulation tricks to actually hurt other individuals, the reason I'm making this video is to protect you, because if you're someone that knows how these manipulation tricks work, you will be able to protect yourself. So do let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And with that said, let's get started. Number 1. Gaslighting. This involves in manipulating someone in doubting their own memories. And the way this is done is by denying facts or contradicting their own recollection, because gaslighting usually happens in an abusive relationship. Some examples include: you're being paranoid, you are overreacting, don't blame me, I never meant to hurt you, why are you always bringing up the past, this is how you treat me after everything I've done for you, we already talked about this before, don't you remember? I'm sure we've all heard these sentences at some point in our lives before, and this was when we were getting manipulated. Number 2. Guilt tripping. This involves in manipulating someone in feeling guilty or responsible for something in order to control their behavior. Some examples of guilt tripping include: if you actually love me, you will buy me a new bag. Nothing I do makes you happy, you're so ungrateful. It won't happen again, I'll change. How can you be so selfish? Hey Junaid, I know you're on a diet, but it took me 4 hours to make these brownies. These are only a few of the examples in respect to guilt tripping. Number 3. Fear mongering. This involves manipulating someone by arousing their fears or anxieties in order to control them. And this is a manipulation trick that is mainly used by the media machine. And no examples for this one, because I don't want to get deleted off YouTube. Number 4. Love bombing. This involves overwhelming someone with attention, affection, and gifts in order to manipulate them into doing something that they won't otherwise do. This is usually done by a narcissist disguised as a lover boy. Some examples include: I've never met someone more beautiful than you. I just want to be with you all the time. When we are married or when we have kids, I feel like we are soulmates. And yes, I've used this one before and it works. And the reason that love bombing is so intense and works super well is because of the involvement of emotions. People want to be loved, people love to get attention, love to get affection and even gifts, and if you bombard them with it, they'll instantly feel attached to you, and this makes it very easy for you to have control. Number 5. Isolation. This involves manipulating someone to cut their ties, cut them off from their support network, making them more reliant on the manipulator. Some examples include: I feel like that there's more potential with you and your friends are holding you back. You either choose me or your friends. You are not allowed to hang out with her. So by isolating the victim, the manipulator gets more control. Number 6. Threats and intimidation. This involves using threats or intimidation to control someone's behavior. Some examples include: if you do not listen to me, there will be consequences. You know what I'm gonna do if you do not obey me. You know what happened last time. Let me not remind you. So these are the 6 dark psychological manipulation tricks. But remember, with everything there is context. Just because someone says one of these things doesn't mean that they are a manipulator. It also depends on the way they say it. It also depends on their character and their personality. Some people just have dark humor and sometimes will say some sentences like this, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are evil human beings or they are bad people trying to manipulate you, because the truth is, most people out there are good people. Most people out there truly love and care about other individuals. Just keep these dark manipulation tricks in the back of your mind, and if you see consistent patterns, then you might want to be a bit more cautious. And another point, using these dark psychological tricks yourself doesn't make you an evil person, and you shouldn't feel bad about it, but do so responsible, because now you've got something very powerful in your hands and you can actually hurt other individuals. And I do completely understand that sometimes we want to play the game, want to maximize our social skills, or want to advance in our lives, and sometimes using dark manipulation tricks can be useful, but at the end of the day, they only tend to work on people with a weak mind, because people with a strong mind can see right through you.